Looks like my troops can start fighting Austria now. They're fully planned and organized.
Yep. Yeah, so you can just give them a front against the Austrians instead of the Bavarian thing, just to gain planning. And keep them back from the front until they were ready, you know, until they were organized. Yeah,
They're
so
organized.
if you delete the current front and march them east to and put a new front on the province east with a front line, offensive line, everything, so that when they join the battle, the general will gain planner XP, planning, earnable trait. Because if they have a front line and offensive line, I'm not even sure about the offensive line. If they have a front line and they're in combat, he gains planner. If the offensive line stops them from losing planning now, which they'll automatically lose planning if they don't have an offensive line, or if they're not on the front line. So, yeah. Anyways, take a quick gander at what you got here. Yep. Yeah, now I'll have to slow march into the front, obviously. Yeah, you could have those guys do a little front there. Cool. Don't have... Did you convert one of those guys into the anti-air version, or not?
Oh,
One
no,
of the guys
I didn't.
Oh. Well, you might keep one back. Have better supply there anyways, and have him train in anti-air gun use. One or two of them. Maybe two, because there's probably very limited supply in the front there. And, divisions can only reinforce
Should I
it so quick.
Should I do it with 2 people in Zurich instead of these guys?
Those guys are closer. I would just do the closer ones.
Okay.
You can only... The problem with the Swiss East Front is you can only have a very limited number of divisions actually in the fight before you're just overcapping the width. It's mountain combat, and, it's only 2 province wide. So, it's fine to have 2 of them training and send 2 in, and you got 5 at the more northern one. That's 7 divisions. That's probably more than enough. The others kind of act as a strategic reserve. Especially if you do things like force attack, which will chew up the divisions very fast, but it'll cause them to chew up the enemy divisions a little bit faster. That can be used to push at great cost in manpower and war support, and command power even costs a little, but that's an option. Yeah, I'd have the 2 that aren't getting anti-air, that aren't retraining its use, march to the front for sure. Yeah, this guy's...
Okay.
Yeah.
They should automatically do it, right?
Yeah, you can right-click to send them. You don't need to wait an hour for them to... Because it takes 1 hour for them to recognize they should move. And this will also give you an ETA before you unpause it. You can hover over it and it'll tell you how long. 2 days, 14 hours, and the other one, 1 day, 8 hours. Yep.
Mountains.
Alright, let me unpause it. I got viewers who are probably getting bored, stiff. I actually have 2 viewers. One's a bot that removes malicious bots. But I have 2 viewers right now on Twitch. I'm surprised they can get bored stiff, but multiplayer is always popular. I'm looking at my factories, I'm like, wait, I don't have any factories because I'm spending all my factories buying guns so that we can win this thing quickly in game days anyways. Oh, shoot. I've got convoys now. Can you send me some guns? I'm completely out of guns. I've been passing on so many to China, to Communist China, so that they won't lose. At least they'll lose slowly.
Yeah.
It'll take a month from arrives. The sooner you send them, the sooner they arrive, Oh, looks like you've entered combat. The Swiss commander is higher level than yours, so he actually is the one in charge of the fight, but your guy still gains experience, so nothing to worry about. In fact, this can be useful if you know there's a higher level AI commander. may affect which general, because you want to go for traits instead of skill level. And Trickster trait is useless if they're not the ones rolling the tactic. So Trickster and the Trickster might add to the general who is leading this ability to get advantage. I don't know. Like, doesn't show me what your commander skills are at all. Oh,
I'll
those
send
aren't
you
your guys.
1900 rifles.
Is that all you can spare?
Well, I could send more, but it's 114 convoys. If I send more, it'll fill up your convoys. Well, I could send.
No, that's a good point. Because I'm gonna need some. What?
How many convoys do you want to leave?
I basically, you can send me. Well, I'm doing a little bit of purchase of guns now and then, so yeah, I'd probably send that amount. How many convoys was that?
114 convoys.
Yeah, I would send as many as fit in 114. That'll leave me 5 for buying guns or something.
Okay.
And actually I have more once these guys finish transferring. I won't need 39 to supply them. So, actually, yeah, you could send me up to 119 convoys worth of stuff, because, or even 120, because I'm about to produce another convoy. So you could send me 120 convoys worth of stuff. As soon as I finish my next convoy, I'll buy 120. Once these divisions arrive in Norway, which is still not for 10 days, they're somewhere off the coast of Portugal. Oh, and they're off the coast of Brittany now. Then I'll have more convoys available anyways.
Alright.
It takes 39 to get them there, and I think it takes about 12 to keep them supplied, which give me 27 convoys for whatever else.
Convoys too?
What?
Should I send a couple of convoys too?
No. There's other things to do with them. Do you have any on sale in the international market right now?
I don't know.
I'd make sure you have a few on sale, so in case some neutral nation wants to buy convoys. Not many, but you know, like a dozen or something. And
oh yeah, I've got 100 on sale.
Oh, that's plenty. You're not even gonna move that many. Yeah. And are you did you give the NPR any convoys?
Maybe. I don't know.
Oh yeah, they got 274. Don't worry about it. When I switch them...
Should I send them guns?
Yes. Let's see, how badly short are they of guns? Oh! They have some outdated rifles. They don't have any newer ones.
They don't have infantry equipment 1?
They have infantry equipment 1, but not 2.
Oh, I can't send them 2.
You don't have a... Well, you can send a monthly deal, and that'll divert some of your production as it's produced.
Oh. Okay. Should I do that?
A little bit. I might send them some artillery pieces, too. I don't think they have artillery in hardly any of their templates, and they won't design templates that use artillery unless they get the pieces. Actually, they do have one template, and this thing uses 48 pieces of artillery, too. That's not nothing, considering their entire stockpile is only 39. So yeah, if you send them more artillery, they might train another division that uses artillery. Yeah, I'll probably take those.
Should I send them all my outdated artillery?
I'd send them the newer stuff, since it'll see active use there.
I wouldn't send them.
Oh.
I guess I can send them monthly stuff, though.
Yeah, I'd send them, what's your daily production or weekly production of the artillery?
5 a week.
5 a week, so you only produce about 20 a month. Yeah, I'd send them like 30 of the newer, and then like 60 of the older.
A month?
No, 30 of the newer a month, so that, you know, they'll get your entire current stockpile plus some of the production over the next month. And I'd send them like 60 one time of the older stuff, so they have replacements. And so they have stuff to train people with. Like, in the queue training, they won't do exercises usually. Though I've seen them do it on a rare occasion. but right now they're pressured too badly to want to exercise anyone. But they only have one division per... There's not a single place where they have 2 divisions. They have exactly as many divisions as they need to cover their front right now. So they're...
And how many rifles should I send them a month of my new rifles?
What's your production? Am I asking this? I can see it. Looks like your rifle production is 62.8 a day. So you produce about 1,800 a month. Yeah, so I might send them like 700 rifles one time. That'll upgrade. A lot of their divisions are just using
I can't send it one time though.
Well, 700 monthly, and that'll
New
send
rifles.
over the course of the next month. They'll get 700, and then you can change it next month if you want.
Okay, so 700 units monthly.
Of rifles, yeah, because they're using outdated rifles. And keep in mind, some of this equipment's going to get sunk before it arrives, which is why I'm telling you to send so much.
Yeah.
And you're going to want to send bigger. Like, it's better to send, 50 of something one month and nothing for the next 50 months than send one a month. Because then there's a whole bunch of convoys. It's a really big convoy force.
Yeah.
And the enemy subs, if they attack, if it's like one convoy, they'll saturate torpedoes and go down. If it's 50 convoys, they might sink 6 convoys and the other 44 will get through.
Yeah, makes sense.
Because the subs attack the convoy and then, they have to get out of dodge before the escorts arrive to sink them. So, the Norwegians do have a navy. They don't have a big enough navy. And I'm not sure if they're actually converting any convoys to destroyers, which they should be doing. They have the ability to do that. But they do have a navy.
My convoys, even though we're not at war.
It uses their convoys.
Oh.
The way the Long Lease works is they send their convoys to your port, gather your equipment, and come back.
Yeah.
I mean,
I see.
It doesn't act as if it's a two-way trip, but that's basically what it is. And on the way back with your guns, they can get sunk. So, that's... And then whatever you can send to me, I'll appreciate too, even though, keep in mind, stuff you send to me can get sunk as well. In the Mediterranean, because you have a sea battle in the Med, by the way, against the Turks.
Oh.
Oh, you're raiding their convoys in the Med. Looks like your subs are in the process of sinking a lone convoy. And they're probably going to finish it off before it gets away.
Sweet.
Of course, then they might send us a patrol or a strike force, and this could turn into a larger battle. Who knows?
Yeah.
Anyways, on pause. I already lost one viewer due to boredom. Or maybe they just had to go. I gained a new follower, so they might have followed and left. Are we good on pause?
Yep.
Yeah. Trying to, keep in mind some of the stuff I've said so that you can do it kind of automatically, because I can't keep pausing and instructing all this, but it all needs to be done. It's interesting that confiscated royal wealth, because I did that before, gives you extra civ, mill, and dockyard construction speed, but it doesn't help with like buying guns. In theory, money should buy guns just as easily as build factories, but it doesn't. Maybe it's because it's royal land or something. Because, the monarchy in Britain owns like a lot of the land in the country. Not just their like castles, they own a lot of like ordinary land that they just collect rent from. Oh! Austria just declared on Lombardy and Venetia. Because they basically said bend the knee, and that Habsburg, Robert von Habsburg, said no. So, yeah, there's now a wider front there. What?
I see.
And that's...
They can now go through Lombardy.
They can, but Lombardy has an army. This will distract, and like their air support will also be busy bombing Lombardy. It means less enemy air support, like less CAS attacking your divisions. It means fewer enemy divisions piled up on the Swiss border. This is an opportunity. They're now fighting along more frontage. And you should be able to get military access through Lombardy Venetia now.
Yep.
And then you can attack, because they're co-belligerent, you can attack through their territory now. You can take some of those divisions that really can't join the battle because there's not enough width. In fact, the guys you sent, where you have those 5 divisions piled up, they're all sitting in the reserves. Well, no, actually, no, I canceled that. They're all in the front. It looks like a new battle started and they're all in the front. All of them. Never mind that. Oop. And it's a good thing they are, because the enemy does have tanks in the area. And anti-air guns do give some heart attack, so cool. The enemy also has CAS, so all those anti-air guns help deal with the CAS.
I got 5 people in Zurich.
Yeah, I would take the guys in Zurich, and Chur, once they're fully retrained, and send them to Lombardy Venice. Okay. The guys in Chur, they have a front line, an offensive line into Venice, right? So they're gaining planning.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, cool. But I would take the guys in Zurich and send them to, like, you know, Venice or Bolzano or wherever. Yeah, send them to that front. You should be able to help Venice hold the front and even maybe push the Austrians there. It's good. You just opened up more. They just opened up more frontage on themselves. Could have taken potentially a whole year to push them through that narrow bit of mountain. Now they're in deep trouble. Like, you're probably gonna have to use force attack and suffer horrendous casualties. No longer the case.
Sweet. So where should I strategically redeploy them? Like Bolzano? Or right outside Bolzano?
Sorry, I was just checking something looks like I'm about to get a rifle delivery any day now. Good, because I just had one arrive. It hasn't been redistributed or something. Yeah, because I have a division in training and it's not equipped at all. Actually, that'll do the trick. Sorry, what were you saying?
So should I redeploy the troops in Zurich to that province outside Bolzano?
To Bolzano or Venice, there's 2 different provinces. They each have their own local supply, and they each have... Well, the supply hub is Venice, but there should be some local supply in Bolzano. So, you know, there's Bolzano and there's Venice. There's 4 provinces on the front line right now. Actually, there's 3 states, Litorale, Veneto, and Southern Tyrol, and 4 provinces. They're all mountain, so be advised. How much XP do you have right now? Army XP?
9.
Oh, yeah, because you added anti-air. You could create since all this combat is happening in the mountains, you could create a version that replaces one of the infantry battalions with a mountaineer battalion. So they fight a little better in the mountains. Mountaineers have higher base organization and they have mountain combat bonuses. Even if you don't have any of the Special Forces doctrines, they're still a little better. And they get better if you take the Special Forces tree. So if you have Mountaineers tech, you create a template that probably based off the one with the anti-air guns, and this would create even better divisions that would help you a little bit with pushing the Austrians. Just a thought. Or you could save up for 10 army XP and you could add another support company. These guys have support anti-air, support artillery, and engineers. You could could give them recon, it helps them move faster, gives them a little bit of extra stats, and when you start writing line artillery, it gives a combat an attack bonus to line artillery. That's another thought. There's probably other support
I
companies you
don't
could use.
see Mountaineers anywhere.
You might not have the tech. Yeah. You have to research Mountaineers 1.
Yeah, must not.
Alright, what support companies can you add? Logistics. Oh! Okay, yeah, I might create a version that's got logistics companies. You are very, 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 very short on supply in the area. Although, how does that change the supply use? I do it based off the large division, so you can see. Because the one with the anti-air gun, because anti-air guns need supply.
This division or the other
No,
one?
the other one, the one with the anti-air gun. I would see how a logistics company affects the overall supply use. Keeping in mind it'll get better with improved tech, but with so it goes down from what to what is what I'm trying to see. Trying to see how much of a goes 2.73 from 0.82. Yeah. So it knocks out more than a tenth, or something about a tenth. 0.9 out of. Yeah, it knocks out about a ninth more than advertised. It looks like even. But anyways, it'll reduce fuel use, which is they don't have any. But it'll reduce supply use mainly, and it'll give a little extra breakthrough. The breakthrough is nice. The breakthrough, when attacking with infantry, 5 points of breakthrough is, you know, as good as 15 points of soft attack or so. Actually, as good as 20. What am I saying? So, it's a big improvement. And yeah. Yeah, and that you create that as a duplicate, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah, but I don't have the XP to save anything, so.
Oh, but when you get 10 army XP, you can. And then you can retrain some of those guys with the supply companies, because you're suffering low supply, I think, on that front. What, like, I can see. Let me check. If full intel is my faction. Yep, 60% supply on the front. Wait, all your divisions are piled up there? Oh, there's no fighting in the other area. 100% in the southern area, but it's always 60% supply in the northern. So yeah, some logistics companies would do some good.
Okay.
Alrighty then. Good for me to pause.
Yeah.
Alright. Did you start the trade union war propaganda support yet, by the way, or?
No, not enough. Not enough political power yet.
Okay. Yeah, because you don't want to do that nice and early so you can get total mobilization. Okay, just finished. Got my first, well, not my first. I got an artillery on my auto trade, though. I already got supercharges for the design team to assign cost efficiencies.
I'll be right back. Gonna grab a bite to eat, but it's not gonna take like more than a minute or anything.
Alright, I'm gonna give mobile numbers to my artillery because as much as production efficiency gain is nice. Worry about my divisions getting slaughtered when they attack. Folks on Twitch and YouTube. And I'll unlock the way to reliability, which gives higher division recovery rate. Anyways. This is really bad steel shortages. So convert these factories and go from 41.15 to 10% efficiency. shoot.
All right, I'm back. Just
All
stealing
right.
a couple of slices of pizza for my sister.
Oh, cool. I'm actually gonna do some tech juggling to no, why am I saying to construction 3? I have no factories currently doing construction. That would be incredibly dumb. Maybe post-war rebuild. I should tech juggle after construction into stealing pizza from your sister, you said?
I stole a couple slices of pizza.
Ah.
From her.
Looks like I might be saving to do something ahead of time here. Unless could do anti-air to grow the artillery ammo again. Which needs 600 funding. That's not a ton. Yep. Or I have elevate the mountaineers, but I can't do rangers yet until I get support equipment. That's right. Let's grab support equipment. Also, should probably eventually start producing some. All right. Well, I am going to be getting some stability, put up power, manpower very soon, which is desperately needed. Good temp pause.
Yep.
Cool. Oh, do you have any support equipment to spare?
Support equipment. Let's see. 450.
What kind of product efficiency are your production lines at? Like, I don't know how long they has been running support equipment at the current numbers.
60%.
So pretty high.
60% out of 80.
Yep,
I'm
3/4.
3 a day.
Cool. So yeah, it might be good if you lend lease me some. I could start my own production eventually, but it would start off at low efficiency.
Oh hey. Oops, sorry.
If you already got a stockpile of it and you're producing it efficiently, it's better than you reducing the number of factories later to produce more of something else and then my having to start a new line.
Yeah, I can send you some. Oh, I'd have to modify it. Never mind.
Yeah, once the current...
I did just finish construction 3.
Nice. You might want... How are you doing for resources? You're importing rubber and oil, but you don't really produce those domestically.
Yeah, and aluminum.
How are you doing for steel?
Steel is great. I have 129 steel.
Cool. And, okay, I was going to say you have a little bit of aluminum and a little bit of tungsten domestically. You did excavation tech, you get more of both, but not much. Probably are... Well, let's see. I'm curious what you're teching. You go over the research tab. Oh, no, I can't see what you're teching when. Okay, destroyers, shooting... how are you doing for artillery and infantry techs? Those are the key things. Infantry... Oh, you don't even have... Yeah, you need to get the Starling Mark 1 pronto.
1942.
I mean, you're gonna have to do it ahead of time eventually, but I forget if you have. I think you had a research boost to do it faster, but I may have already burnt it on something stupid. It's bad at timing these things. Do you have you have a focus for producing? It's called, if you scroll over the left, it's like small arms something. BSA company, that's right. Birmingham Small Arms. I think that gave you a boost. You could hover over it, but...
Where?
Bottom left. Next to secret weapons.
Ah.
Oh no, it just gives you production cost. Yep, okay. You don't even get a tech boost. Well, you'll probably want to do infantry equipment 3 ahead of time, and you'll probably want to do some tech juggling on it, because it's that important. But, that'll be a thing for later. For now, I would just start in the prerequisite tech. You know, by the time you get that done, it won't be as far ahead of time. It'll be closer to 1942.
Yeah.
I was able to use tech bonuses and ahead of time to already get... I'm already producing infantry equipment 3 myself. Got it nice and early so they can be at high efficiency of it later. I only have 2 factors on it because I have so few to spare. Because it does require a lot of steel, which I don't have. Anyways, on pause. Sure, changing my convoys and a little bit my artillery production lines for now. Oh, looks like you're holding the Austrian offensive, but you're not going to get anywhere without... Yeah. You have guys in Venice, like in the city, but they're not moving up to the front at all.
Yeah, not yet. Where
Yeah.
should I put them?
I mean, you don't have intel on the front yet because they're not in the faction, so I would just march them into the plains next to the front. Okay. And then you'll have a little bit of idea how the combats are going and who's stationed where.
Okay.
And is anyone on their way to Bolzano?
No.
Oh, I might strategically redeploy one of those divisions northeast of Bolzano.
Oh, right. One of these guys.
Yep.
Northeast of Bolzano?
Yep. Province northeast of it. So it's just one back from the
right.
front.
For the vision, okay.
For the vision, and also so you can reinforce in if there's a weak point in the line, and so you can, once they're organized, you can help push. I might also consider, you know, we have those 5 guys stacked up. I might take one of them, pull them back, and bring them to the Venetian front, because there's too many divisions stacked there. There's no way they're going to do anything there.
Right.
They'll just sit in reserves half the time. The 1st and the 5th are currently in reserves.
Redeploy?
What?
Do I march them out and then redeploy?
Well, the way I would do this is I would select one of those divisions that's currently in the reserves, either the 1st or the 5th Infantry. And in the reserves, the battle, they're not actually in the battle, they're just waiting in the reserves. So it's select one or both of those 2 divisions, where you have 5 guys stacked up. Yeah, I may actually send them south to the other battle so that you have some anti-air guns there. And then have those guys who are in that fight march to Chur. Like, have those 2 guys start withdrawing into Chur. They'll lose their entrenchment, sure, they don't have much.
So this guy goes here, and then these 2 go to Chur.
Yep, that way you keep the anti-air guns where the battle's occurring because they're more valuable. Denying the enemy the ability to easily bomb there. And, but I haven't seen any bombing visually for a little bit. I don't know what happened. Maybe they ran out of fuel. Maybe they sent their anti-air guns somewhere else. I mean, their anti-air guns, their tactical bombers somewhere else. I don't know. All I know is I haven't seen the visuals of tactical bombers dropping bombs for a little.
We have air superiority.
I have no idea. I can't see that because it's not you who has the air superiority. It's somebody.
France, mostly.
Probably, yeah, probably France. Currently has air superiority.
Oh, and Venice.
Yeah, Venice has an air force, so not a big one. I take that back. It's actually a very sizable air force. That's why the bombing run stopped, is because of the Venetian air force. Well, anyways, there's still tanks there, so the anti-air guns provide hard attack. So anyways, I would 2 guys in reserves. I would have them withdraw, sell. To do that, you have to right-click them so that they'll move even though they're in combat. I would reassign them to the front that's 1 province south and right-click them so they'll slowly move. While they're withdrawing, they can still fight if they get pulled out of the reserves in their current battle, but they'll slowly make progress moving south. And then have those 2 guys withdraw to Chur. Once they're at Chur, you can strategically redeploy them to the Venetian front. See what I'm saying?
Yeah. So do
It's
I
like
just take? Do I just assign them to the 5th? Sorry.
First and
Do I just
5th.
take the 5th? Yeah, 1st and 5th.
So I would select them both.
And
So safe clicks.
okay.
Sure.
This guy I've already assigned to this.
Oh, and the 5th as well. I would just do them both.
I do them both. Okay.
Yeah, because those are the 2 who are currently in the reserve, so it's less of an issue that they move and lose their entrenchment. And I would have them select the 1st and 5th. You can just select the front line, I guess. And I would right-click on the other province. The one where these guys are staying. Yeah, the one where the guys are staying who are fighting. Anywhere within the province force. That arrow means they're withdrawing into that. Means anytime they move while they're in combat, where you force them to move, they withdraw. They actually, if you hover over the red thing, next to their, in the upper left-hand corner, the red looks like a sword with an arrow. Joe, next to the name, upper left-hand corner.
Oh,
that.
right here.
See, withdrawing. And it'll tell you 22 hours till they move into the fight to the south. And then they'll enter the reserves, and they can be pulled out of the reserves like normal. They may almost instantly get pulled out if there aren't enough divisions in the front. You know, it depends. It's a lot of luck and a lot of how good is your reinforce rate. And then the 2 guys who are currently in the front there, in the battle there, the 2 who don't have anti-air.
Oh,
Southern.
Sorry, these 2. Yes.
Who you already reassigned to the Chur front line, I'm assuming. Yeah. So I would just...
Yeah.
So I would select just I would select those 2 guys. Yep. And I would right click on Chur, so they'll withdraw from the battle, not into another battle, but to Chur. And that'll probably take a little longer, because it's a greater distance, but 7 days, 6 hours. Oh no, 2 days, 10 hours, okay.
Oh.
But when they get there, they'll obviously be out of the fight, and that'll open up the frontage for the other guys. And if you click on the fight they're currently in, guys you just moved, they currently are in entrenchment, but they'll lose the entrenchment in 1 hour once the move actually props. So they won't fight quite as well, but they will still make progress. They'll still march even though they're in combat. So the disadvantage of this is they lose their entrenchment. The advantage is you can move even while under fire. So
Okay.
it can be useful to, withdraw if you're losing so that divisions fall back and get in their place further back quicker, or it can be useful for things like this where you shuffle around who's on the front line where. The AI will never do this. It would be smart to do it sometimes, but they never do it. That's why you can freeze divisions by attacking them so they won't move.
That the general is a shift-click training. Is the same general that's in charge of the front lines that's going to open up in Venice?
Oh, the guys in Venice are under that guy? I'd probably shift him to the general who's not. If they're all regular. Right. I'm assuming these guys are all regulars. They're fully trained.
Yeah.
Then, yeah, I would shift him to the guy who isn't doing the training, because if they get reduced to trained and then they start doing exercises, they'll lose other work.
Okay.
And I'd make sure you unassign them, because when you change generals, they automatically assign to front line. You don't want them marching back to Switzerland. So,
Oh yeah. Okay.
if you want, you can add a fallback line on the plains there, whatever. It's up to you. Anyhow.
So the guys that I'm sending to Chur, those guys are gonna move over to join the Venetians, right?
Yes, once they get to Chur, and then you could train them in anti-air guns, or you could just strategic redeploy them once they get to Chur. It doesn't matter. You just got to get them out of the front before you can actually put them on trains. Once they get to Chur, you can put them on train, strategic redeploy them, and send them to Venice, or to the plains northeast of Venice, or to the province northeast of Bolzano, which is on a rail line. Keep in mind, strategic redeployment is faster along rail lines, especially if the rail lines are high level, which these ones look to be at least level 2, so.
Okay.
Yeah. It might just be level 1, I don't know, but the rail lines actually speed up the strategic redeployment. Sometimes it's worth building rail lines just to gain that advantage. Usually it's just for supply, but sometimes for troop redeployment. Wait, what am I doing? This guy should be in Aleppo because they're going to be defending against.
Oh, I have
defending against
10
Turkey.
army experience. So I'll make that logistics company.
That variant with a logistics company, yeah. You don't even need to turn everyone to it because, supply is shared, but if you have an area where, supply is low, you can at least turn a couple divisions to have logistics companies, and that'll take pressure off the supply, and then even the guys who don't have logistics to be better supplied. This is also one reason people underestimate the effectiveness of logistics companies, because they have some divisions that not all, and the divisions that have the logistics company are benefiting the ones that don't. And so they look at the performance of each and they say it's not worth it, and don't realize that the whole front benefits in the logistics company, including their allies, who they don't even control. Anyone who's using that supply is going to benefit from the reduced draw on the supply network. So it benefits your air force, because your planes can end up undersupplied. It benefits your navy if they're based out of the area. It benefits other divisions, including ones of allies. So yeah. It can even benefit research facilities, which actually draw a little bit of supply, and if they don't have it, it slows them down or something. So. And there goes my last viewer. I'm talking too much in the video's been on a while. Although you get usually more viewers in a long-running stream, but only if you get enough. It's kind of like someone sees a stream that's been going 4 hours and it has 200 viewers, they'll join it. It's been going on 3 hours and it has 2 viewers or 1, less likely.
Yeah.
Yeah, people have a herd mentality, and they come to Twitch for the chatting.
Oh,
so it's not just
I
that they.
can't see anything.
Hmm.
Well, my units are in place, but they haven't lifted the fog of war.
Oh. I guess they have to be in the province to see it. Well, anyways, you have to get them near the front so they can organize and then march to the front. So not a.
Yeah.
Yeah, intel sharing is one of the advantages, obviously, of them being in their faction with you. But if you do that, Turkey will invade me. So.
Yeah.
By the way, you can sign an aggression pact with them, so they'll like you more. Give you better access to whatever resources they have for sale. Your co-belligerent, you're probably not going to start a war on them, backstab them. And the Czechs are getting pounded. The Czechs are losing badly now. So yeah, I would. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So I would definitely start thinking about.
Bad.
I mean, they're probably habituated, but pressuring the Austrians will take pressure off the Czechs because they'll more likely divert troops to not get pushed.